Welcome to the Comin Up Charlotte podcast produced by Deneka Thomas and amílcar Sanatan. This limited podcast series is all about real life in East Port of Spain. It is about the hustle, the people, the everyday work that keeps the city moving, the stories of the ones who make Charlotte Street, aka Chinatown, what it is. Today we're talking with Israel, a food vendor who sells honey roasted nuts in the heart of Port of Spain with a dream to make his own films and work abroad in the big leagues. This is his story.
It's a pleasure to have you, Israel. Actually, I've seen you for a number of months here. You're in the front, you're around Independence Square selling honey roasted nuts. But before we get into that, you're speaking to us around your film and I think music video production, Farrell's Films, the production company. Speak to us about that vision.
Well, kind of crazy because I know make a new investment. I know invest in a new camera. So that is like a upwards in my business. So it's good. I must say good.
What about film you like? What is it about film that's special to you?
Well, I in it a long while. I was taught in civil TV production. That's where I learned everything I know about film. And from there I went on job training like Channel 4, Synergy. So I have a lot of experience. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I have a lot of experience.
So talk about that. Now, you are on the street every day. You're speaking to people speaking to you. I think I saw someone earlier playing music for you on the cell phone.
Yeah. Plenty singers and artists that stop and play the song for me and thing.
So talk to me about that life in terms of people have these creative visions and these outlets where they want to get their songs and poetry out, but it take a little while to kind of break.
It's a little hard because you just have to invest in yourself, just like a business. Nothing will just happen. You have to make the steps, the investments to get your voice heard now. Yeah.
So how did you get your voice heard in business? You are here in Port of Spain in the heart of doing honey roasted nuts. Speak to us about what brought you here.
Well, what brought me here really and truly is not being home every day doing nothing. I was doing that for a while and I tell myself now, boy, I can't just do nothing. Because the film thing a little slow. So you had to find something else to work the bills now. So that is how I end up out here doing the honey roast.
Where did you learn to develop these skills to do this kind of business?
It's a family business. Since I like in about standard 5, I around honey roasted. So I watching, and when I finish school, I get my little training, and I get my cat. I was working with my brother them times, Samuel Z Lights. That was like about 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So that way I really learn all my little honey roasted, you know.
Where are you from originally, Farrell?
I'm from Mova Labantel.
And in terms of the business, you made a choice to be in Port of Spain. What does it mean to be in Port of Spain as a businessman coming from Mova?
It means a lot. It means a lot. Because as easy as it is, it's hard. Because you had the little struggles, the little people who go just go get you a hard time. You know what I mean? But once you get past them little struggles and you had the determination, you go pursue, man. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I see that you have the credentials from the Port of Spain City Corporation here, from the Public Health Department. That means you could formally sell in Port of Spain. Talk about that process.
All right, it's a process where you need to register. You need to be registered to sell under the corporation and this stuff. So once you register, you get your food badge. That means you legally know where it's clean, where it's dirty. How you serving the people then now, boy. How you creating the food. It had to be clean. You understand me? Proper way to wash your hand. Simple hygienic things now, boy.
In Port of Spain, plenty people use the hustle to fund bigger dreams. Some sell food, some style hair, Some run small stalls, all finding ways to make things happen. Working today to reach for tomorrow, especially in a place where resources are limited and the traditional paths isn't always available. For people like Israel, the honey roasted nuts he sells are fuel for a bigger vision, and he is set on making his goals happen. This is Comin Up Charlotte, and now back to the episode.
Many young people want to start out in business. Tell them what is one of the things that you bump your head on that you don't want them to make the same mistake about if they start.
Alright, what I bump my head on is stop saving. Because like when you're into the business, money coming every day now. So you're just doing things where you wanna do. You understand what I mean? But to see like to tell you the last time I actually saved money, I maybe about 5 years ago. To say put up some savings. I just get money and do what I do.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? A lot of things are doing too. That's good.
And in terms of like, are you part of a credit union, the bank? Do you have a susu? How it is that you keep the cash in a safe place? You're hiding it in a shoebox underneath your bed. Not to make you put you at risk.
Nah.
What is like your
some years
savings
ago,
culture?
I still am a credit union. Some years ago, I was with First Citizens. And then, presently now, I work at ATM. I keep my money on me.
Yeah. In terms of some people express concerns about crime and violence in Port of Spain, did it have any adverse impact, negative impact on you as a businessman, or you find your way to manage around that?
Well, we find a way to manage around it, but it always have a negative impact because the people wouldn't feel safe in the city. They just want to get in the car home. They won't even study, they will pass in nuts man straight and say, "Ever nuts man stop you? I thought you stop sell because I don't see you." It's not that I don't be out here, just that they're so busy to get out of the city now. That's the only bad thing about the little crime and thing.
And what would be like your vision for Port of Spain, for a city, as a man who in the heart of it?
Alright, my vision will be like close to where it is. I must say close to where it is, but without the crime. Without the crime environment, then you understand me? Meaning like people could feel safe to walk with the jewelry and the bag with the money, wherever the kid shop, they can leave the key in the car. These simple things, because it's a big thing for we in town. You can't do them thing in town, but if you're in somewhere else, you can do them thing and nobody can go interfere with your things. So.
And for you, Farrell, you have the film company, you're selling nuts, it was a family business. What is your vision?
Well, my vision is really, I have plenty visions.
It's a profit.
Yeah, I have plenty visions, but what I really want to see myself doing is working foreign, not locally. Like shooting some ESPN football, some English league, some Spanish league. That's where I really find a passion. Like carrying my film out there and working on the field out there. Because I see old men doing it still, so I young still. So hopefully, once I get to fulfill my vision, I will be out there.
What do you think you need to do to get in that position to, as you say, bust outside, go abroad to do that kind of work?
And the first thing I have to do is get my passport. I have to get my passport. After I get my passport, I have to apply for one of the jobs out there and see if they will give me, send a little email, see if they will give me a recommend. Well, I could get recommendations from Trinidad, so they would that is what they go need, like a recommendation that how long I'm working in the field and my experience level and stuff. But I see it have a high demand for people doing that job now. So.
And the final question I have for Israel is, for anybody interested in getting into business in Port of Spain, like what message you have for them? The other people from over Lavantil who want to come up and come into the capital city to make something of themselves in this way, what you would have for them to know?
Save your money. Save your money. Make your money, save your money.
Yeah.
That is it. Just make your money, save your money.
Israel is
Or
a
you
pleasure.
can do like me and pay it to good use.
And make it work for you, man.
Yeah, true.
For sure. Respect Israel. I really
Yeah, man,
appreciate
bless
the
up.
reasoning and everything.
Nothing
man.
better than making an honest dollar. Nothing better.
What's an honest dollar to you?
Well, you know, you ain't rob nobody and take it. You make it honest. You create something, you sell a product, you get a buyer, you make your buyer and all happy. They're happy with the product you're selling now. So that's the honest dollar to me.
Respect.
Yeah, man.
One love, king. Respect.
Bless up.
Thanks for joining us on Comin Up Charlotte. This podcast is part of a wider project that includes poetry, visual art, and a final community event, all shaped by the stories we've gathered here in East Port of Spain. To learn more, follow along, share an episode, or start a conversation of your own. Thank you again for listening.